CWL Seattle is back underway, and we have an exciting matchup. It is Luminosity versus E6, and this pool is just bonkers so far.
I don't even want to try. I mean, you can speculate. I'm gonna let you do it because I know I'll get it wrong.
Yeah.
How this result actually plays out.
Pretty much, this is coming down between E6, E United, and LG. If LG wins this whole pool is going to be tied up in 2-2, and at that point, I believe it's coming down to a head-to-head map count. And in between this map, I kind of speculate what that is a little bit. Not going to be sure exactly who's going to come out. We'll wait for that official ruling, but this match is going to be a very, very important one. E United may already be through, but this match is going to decide the fate of LG and E6.
Well, I'm interested to see what happens because, I mean, you tell me before we see Enigma6's games and how Luminosity been playing this weekend, then, I mean, this is a straight-up 3-0 for Luminosity, isn't it? I mean, this team are phenomenal when they want to be. 4 kills in a row already for Octane, and right now, though, I'd have to lean towards Enigma6. They are playing very well.
I think the thing is for LG is that they cannot let Enigma6 take 2 maps off of them.
Okay.
Even if LG wins, they cannot let E6 get 2 maps whatsoever. You know, 3-0, 3-1s, you know, LG should be in the clear. And of course, if E6 wins this, they're good. So E6 needs to take 2 maps to win the series. LG needs to win it 3-0 or 3-1 for them to kind of get through. And that's kind of what I'm speculating on this one. And
so that's for Luminosity to finish second?
Say that again?
Is that for them to finish second?
For them to finish second?
Oh, that can't happen now, can it? I have no idea.
For even if Luminosity goes 3-1, I believe they finish second.
Right.
They go 3-0, they finish out first in it.
Wow.
All right. It's crazy,
Someone's
man.
going through in the winners bracket. We know that.
It is, though, but I have to say that this is one of the craziest pools I've ever seen. Also, at the same time, even one of the craziest pool play in general through all the pools, just because of the simple fact that the open bracket teams came out cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
They've been frying everyone. I mean, more so for me than anyone else, Lightning Pandas.
Yeah.
Have just looked insane. I mean, they're going up against FaZe. They could go 4-0 in their pool, which is just crazy to think about. But we'll start talking about this game now. Luminosity with a decent enough start at 43-25, and the rotation has just been better from them when we moved over towards Courtyard, and that's really what's been beneficial so far. They've got a good rotation round. Enigma6 here towards Castle Road, and they're going to set up for this one guy.
All right, on board with General. Going to connect B shots on Slack. He's going to get some help from ABZ as well, taking down John. Now, but Luminosity, they retaliate, and they pick up 3 kills. Octane beaming, folks. Now, Luminosity gets to this hill. JCap trying to stay alive, but he falls. You see the spawns coming in. Back castle for E6, and they manage to get in and melt these guys. Slack tries to retaliate, but he cannot. Now, E6 picking up a good amount of time. We're about to have a lead change in this game once again, and they're going to pull away with this one with 14 points left. We see Luminosity with the early rotation towards turret.
Yep, and if they can get themselves set up, they'll pick up a decent amount of time. That's excuse me, that's the thing with Gibraltar, you know, outside of the first one, you can really pick up a decent amount of time on every single hill. So it can be such a big swing map. It's so much about spawns and map positioning, and it's one of those maps where you really have to be smart about your rotations and have to win those rotation battles. That's what it really can come down to. And right now, it is very, very even. Both these teams, nothing to separate them. General's done very well for Enigma6 to break this one and setting himself up here towards Cave. And he may catch a couple. Do they know he's there? No, they do not. Finds one. He's going to get taken down by Octane, though, and Abizi is here to try and defend. But I like this setup from Enigma6. They concentrate a lot of their efforts towards mid-map. John is going to take them both down. That's good stuff from him. But if you can control mid-map, and the rest of your team have got this long sight locked down, it's a nice setup to have. And unfortunately, it is going to be broken. But good stuff from Enigma6. They still will find themselves in a lead as we go into the second rotation.
All right, just 10 points left on that turret hill. Now we're going to see E6, you know, they're going to be what I feel like the little bit more favorable side, just because they can probably easily get the setups on Courtyard. So they're going to be locking down top brick. Gonna Cinder. He picks up a double kill. Slacked and JCap retaliates. So now, 2v2 situation so far in the court. You're gonna have Diabolic dive in. Slack's gonna push him. He's gonna get some help from John. But the pressure coming in from bridge side. John doubling back. Gunfight, long range gunfight with Cinder, in which he cannot win. STG gonna melt him with that PPSH. JCap holding it down. It looks like Luminosity, they got 35 points on this hill. They got some good control. You see number one is Cinder on the stairs. He's just being cautious, just trying to connect with those shots.
Good stuff from Luminosity. They've locked this down nicely, and it just seems that they're winning the trades where they need to. That's the first time we've seen Enigma6 string a couple of kills together, but then Luminosity answer back with 2 of their own. So good stuff here. Octane's having a good game. It's 17-10 right now, and his AR is just unparalleled at times. You know, we talk about the best ARs in the game. He's always up there. Him and Slasher are really the guys we talk about, but right now, doing work and justifying why a lot of people think he's one of the best players in the game. 17-10, and his team aren't behind though, and the rotation round is going to be in Enigma6's favor, and they have locked this one down. A couple of kills going in their favor as well. John, going to try and get round behind here, guy.
Yeah, and E6, you know, they just able to back up, lock down those spawns. They're getting a good amount of time off this courtyard hill so far. You look at the mini-map, it looks like they should be able to control this one. They just need to win these gunfights. Slack managed to get up those stairs, but he gets traded out. Now, most of Luminosity pushing through this cave side, and they're going to end up having to go through Archway. John is the closest member. He's going to end up falling from Rock Building. And now Slack engages in that gunfight. He wins it. JCat, big double kill for him. But Diabolic there, and also you see how they're just locking down the spawns back courtyard. Here comes the rest of the E6 team right after they got slayed up to get right back in that hill and just add to that lead of Enigma6 just a little bit more.
You know, that's the thing as well. They've held that spawn very, very well. They may have not won the gunfights inside of the hard point, but they won them at the back to make sure they keep that spawn. So even though they do lose a couple of points out there, because you keep those spawns, you can get the majority of the time find themselves in the lead by about 40 points. But the thing is here, Luminosity have had a long, long time to set up, and they've got themselves pushed right up the map to just shove E6 further and further back, but they're going to be careful not to push too far. You don't want to see E6 spawning up behind Octane there, and we still got Luminosity.
Yeah, Beezy on the big boy flank. He's all the way around. He's behind everybody. That's one. Tried to get a tag up on John, but he's just going to rotate back around. He's about to get pinched from Cave. The question is, does he know it? He's just going to hide, knowing that some players are going to jump off the top of this rock. Trying to time it right. He saw the nade fly out. Gonna win that gunfight and try to hide again, stay alive. They know exactly where he is. He didn't see Slack to the left though. Just trying to buy his team some time to get in and make a position. And Cinder, beautiful double kill from him.
Fantastic work out of Cinder. Done a real good job there to get that kill. And Enigma6 now finding themselves with a pretty decent lead. They're nearly going to get a hold of this as well. Abizi's been one of the players that, you know, such a good player that's on E6, and we've seen him play well at Birmingham. He's playing well this event. E6 find themselves in a position and nearly going to winner's bracket right now. But casting my eye towards the scoreboard, I mean, Diabolic 13-23. He's had more interactions than, well, maybe not quite everybody, but, you know, having a good time with things. The death count anyway. 13 kills isn't great from him, but General's having a good game at 22-18. Enigma6 finding themselves in a pretty decent lead here.
JCap losing that engagement. E6, yeah, they're just building this lead one after another, one point after another, and now gonna get a triple kill from Luminosity, locking down this turret hill. Slacked with the quick reactions on top of Diabolic. You're seeing the spawns from Enigma6. They're trying to push through this archway, also trying to get a pinch through those stairs as well. We'll see how prepared Luminosity is for this assault. Trying to get some shots in. General managed to take Slacked off the hill, but Cap rotating around. Can he find his target? Somebody's behind him trying to whip around and get him, and he does. Gonna get the rest of this scrap time. E6 focusing on pit center now.
Great stuff from JCap, and that's going to get them a decent swing there. So, you know, if Enigma6 get a hold of that, they extend that lead to probably about 60 points in the end there. So, great stuff from JCap. It's kept Luminosity within touching distance. Good setup from Enigma6 initially, though. Diabolic getting a hold of bricks, and this is an area you really want to try and control as best you can. Going to catch John there very, very easily, but the spawns do flip. Luminosity quite fortunate in that scenario, and they are going to be able to push around. JCap, though, is on the other side of things, so a pinch could develop if they're not careful. Slack is going to push one side. Diabolic does take down JCap and Slack. So good work from Diabolic. We said he wasn't having a great game. Picks up 3. That's 17-25 out of him on a 4 streak. Good stuff from the E6 lineup, who find themselves very, very close to winning this game if they can keep down the rest of this pit center time.
He's on a 5 streak now. Cinder's on a 4 streak as well. You see, what is that? 11 unanswered kills for Enigma6 currently. And they're just flowing. And now they're just trying to back up and get control. If they get this kill, this is huge. Yes, they take down Octane. And they get the spawns for their team. As it goes into courtyard, they can definitely end it here.
Yeah, Octane did a good job there, just trying to rotate around. Diabolic Putting on his ghillie suit and sitting in the bush, gets another kill. A very, very cheeky spot. Is he going to get the second as well? No, that's taken from him by his teammate. Look at the spawns. That Luminosity get really good work by John. Gets a kill, pushes forward, and gets a spawn for his teammates. Octane does go down, though, not after.
He's so close to streaks.
The streaks are available now for Diabolic as well. He's got that glide bomb very, very close to the artillery and fighter pilot as well. And just trying to stay alive at the back here. Johnny's doing a good job. He is going to get taken down by Diabolic, though. It's Enigma6's game to lose.
Oh, he's challenging. He's just 25 points away. Can't get the fighter pilot. They were hunting him down. He did his best to stay alive, though. 25 points left of this hill. And E6 is so close to winning, just 22 points away. And they're going to put this barrage on top of this hill. That's going to force all the Luminosity players out, force them towards mid-map. But it seems like E6 wasn't ready for them to kind of move out of that hill position, and a flank coming through. John trying to make something happen for the team and get them some spawns. He falls in that situation. So you see the Luminosity players starting to push through this bridge. E6, they're spawning towards back courtyard, not getting the spawns in which they want. This is a one-sided engagement for Luminosity so far. You see number 3, Diabolic, trying to get the spawns for his team. Glide Bomb trying to kill off these players to help him out a little bit.
Not going to happen, and Diabolic's got a really important job at the back here. Abizi does make 2, though, and they just sweep on through as Abizi takes 3, General takes 1. It's only Octane in a position to do anything. He does actually have Slack pushing up with him as well, but this break from Enigma6 is very, very good, and that's a couple more kills going down here. Guy, this should be the end of the game.
Just 12 more points left for E6 to take this one and go up 1-0, but here comes the assault. Can they get through? They need to push through now. Slack, he gets a kill. Can he dive onto the hill? No, he cannot. E6, man, they take map number 1.
And as we see them over time, they just get more and more impressive. We've seen them at Birmingham have a good time at things, and now they find themselves here in Seattle, and they've just taken the map of our Birmingham champions, who, it has to be said, they aren't looking themselves this weekend, Luminosity, at the moment. So let's see, though. E6 are firing right now. These open teams are really showing up this weekend so far.
They're very good. EZG Blue took down TK as well, which is a big win in which they needed. That was the toughest competition in that pool, just based off how people are playing so far at this event. But this one, because like I said, LG wins, the whole entire pool is tied up 2-2, and at that point it goes down to map count, and that's what it is. So. Yeah. I talked about a little bit beforehand that LG needs to win 3-0, 3-1.
Yeah, so they can't afford to drop another map. That's the thing.
Exactly. LG can't lose another map. If they lose another map, I believe they're going to be in losers bracket. And
but they can still top the group as well, which is the craziest thing, isn't it? Can they?
Who? E6?
Luminosity?
No, well, you talking about if Luminosity? No, Luminosity, they cannot top the group if they.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, if they win the rest of these maps, I believe they cannot top the group. They'll be coming off the back end. I believe they hit the 3-0 if they want to top the group.
Ah, okay. Okay. Well, there you go. There's the box scores for that game. A real dominant performance from Enigma6. If anything, you know, they just rotated better. Courtyard and Castle, the two that we really do talk about, where you pick up the majority of the time. That's where they do better. They win the game. Simple as that. Really good stuff.
Yeah, that was good. We take a look at this, and you see General. 33, rocking at 1.27 KD, and he did what he had to do. We talked a little bit about this E6 roster early on in the day, with me and Dirk, and we were just saying just how, like, General just building his team around him, working his way back up to the top. He was in Pro League last year, and it's a different game, and he's just been trying to get back to that position this year, and you know, he's been having to work through that open bracket. But I'm actually pretty proud of all the open bracket teams that came through. But you know, you got Lightning Pandas, you got Lightning Pandas, E6, EZG Blue, and the last one, Ghost. There you go, Ghost Gaming.
They've all done well. They've all done very well.
They've all done very well. This is going to be one of the most interesting turnouts for a tournament that we've seen so far. Yeah. Nobody, whatever predictions that you had coming into this tournament, take them and throw them out the window.
God, you really throw quite violently.
Throw them out the window.
I wouldn't want you to throw anything at me.
I will throw you out the window. All right, London Docks Search and Destroy is going to be our next match coming up. And how talented is this E6 team at Search and Destroy?
We've seen them do very, very well in it, but we've also seen them do terrible. When we've seen them in Birmingham, I'm pretty sure they threw away a 5-1 advantage on St. Marie. I think it was to Unilad. There we go. There's my whale memory coming in. Mm-hmm. There's moments like that, but they were looking so good up until I got to the 6th round. they choked a few series in Birmingham, to be honest with you. A few series they definitely should have won, and they just ended up losing out in ways that they shouldn't have. So moving into the Search and Destroy, I want them to see them be clinical. I want them to see what we know they can do, but do it for all the rounds that you need to win the game. Not just, you know, they get themselves in a position where they are literally within throwing distance of trying to win the game, and they just throw it away instead. So let's see if they can do better here on Search and Destroy on London Docks. I mean, yeah, SMGs you know, I want to see the aggression from them again, and we've seen Abizi have a good game in that last one as well, and Diabolic stepped it up towards the end as well. So if we can see that from them, we can see a good London Docks Search and Destroy from them. However, we know how good Luminosity are across the board.
Yeah, they're just a great, talented team across the board. Always to get in top 3 this entire season. I believe when it comes down to their placings,
they're pretty much the most consistent.
Yeah, the most definitely most consistent pro team that we have in CWL. And this is an important match for these guys. I know they were not thinking that they were going to find themselves in this position coming to this tournament. One of the very few teams who did not make a roster change. And we talked about the stat earlier from JP, just that the teams who made the roster changes, 14-2 in day 1. They have been a successful group so far. And folks, we're in map number 2, Search and Destroy, London Docks, kicking this one off with General, and he's going to be sniping down Dockside. But this smoke is going to block his line of sight. And looking at the mini-map, it's not going to be nobody in the area anyway. Luminosity stacking towards this B-bomb site, and we're going to start to see E6 take this bomb and just rotate it back.
It's been fired in from center. And, you know, originally after Diabolic gets one and is traded away, there's a really good setup from Luminosity in mid-map as John does fantastic work. Got so much pressure towards Cole, and suddenly the round is well and truly in Luminosity's hands. But it seemed as if an A push is what they wanted to do. I mean, they got the sniper out from General, who's going to take John. That might be an important kill in the long run, as 2 kills straight away in round number 1 would have been nice for him, and it is now a 1 versus 2. But at the same time, it was a really, really good mid-map control from Luminosity, what sort of put them in that position, and then John pushes out and trades away those kills. Good stuff from him, good SMG work, and we need to see John turn up in this game. I couldn't tell you what he went in the first map, but it mustn't have been that great if Luminosity were getting outslayed in the way that they were and lose it in that fashion, about 70 points. So let's see what General can do to 1v2. He is going to get taken down. Good stuff from Luminosity.
You know, I like his thought process in that one. I think he tried to get that smoke over there towards the A bomb site to just try to to try to draw the attention of the Luminosity players over there, but they were already hot on his trail, and just that smoke came out a little bit too late. So Luminosity go up 1-0 in this second map. Let's see what they can do going into this second round. But you know, we look at the opening break and we saw E6, they got first blood, but then they just let John just destroy them.
Yeah, it was a really good 2-piece by John in and around Cole. That's where, excuse me, he can cause so much havoc. You know, up close and personal with that SMG, there's not many better. And having a good game so far, John, I say that. He just got pistol whipped halfway across the map by General, who may well be running that sniper again, as it seems as he, I mean, what other reason would he whip the pistol out at that point? But 2 kills have won over towards Enigma6 in there, set up nicely, and good defensive hold. I was saying that Diabolic is being caught with his pants down, but manages to get one before JCap takes him down, and now a 1 versus 3. For JCap to try and pull off is going to be very difficult.
All right, JCap, like you said, in a difficult position. The bomb is down. He's going to try to pick it up and then make some moves, checking his 6 as well. He's going to spot General. Uh-oh, General's going to hit the dirt. Going to call for reinforcements as well. Going to try to wrap around and see if he can catch him. Oh, he just can't finish off the kill. Help is coming from the flank, and they're going to take him out. E6 ties this one up 1-1.
Good stuff from E6, and you know when it comes down to it, I think if Diabolic doesn't get a kill on a Slacked around the back there before he goes down, then it's a 2 versus 2, and it makes things, sorry, 2 versus 3, and that's a lot more doable. 1 versus 3, very hard for JCap to do. So good stuff from Diabolic. He was all alone as well, picks 1 kill and slows the round down for LG, but looking at things on the scoreboard, very, very even. Slack, the only one without a kill, but he won't be worrying about that too much yet.
Yeah, and still early on in this game.
Yeah, I want to see, because it seems as if General's been sniping every round, so A is obviously something that they want to work on, and that's the way that they've gone this time. Octane gets the first kill and BZ'd up.
The ARs, Octane, and General trying to go at it with each other. Cinder with shots over the top from Barrels. He's going to pick up that kill on John. Bomb's about to be planted now. Now LG on the retake. Oh, Diabolic, yeah, he's there. He's going to get sought out. He's going to fall. Didn't have nobody kind of have his help through the window at all. Everybody else from E6 backed up a little bit. General's going to spot Octane. The call out comes out and still Cinder. He's there. The sneak defuse. He's going to hop the bomb. And there you go. E6 hops in and cleans up that kill. They go up 2-1. Good
stuff from E6, and that mid-map is always where it is sort of dictated, and in and around the windows as well. As soon as Octane, when I seen him there on the stairs, it seems as if he's in a good position, but General comes around on the side, takes him down. 1v2 is always going to be very, very hard to pull off in that situation. Good stuff from E6. That mid-map control is so essential on this map, because it's so close to both bomb sites, right? You know, if you can control that general area, you're within touching distance of B, and you can see in and around the area where a lot of traffic goes through towards A. So it's a good area to keep a hold of. We see a lot of teams flood it. General eventually gets a kill straight away onto Octane, so that's Enigma6 in the advantage once again.
John, he sees General in the back. Still, no, my fault, I take that back. Octane, he falls early on in this round. And so 4v3 situation in favor of E6. Ooh, managed to escape with his life. They know exactly where Cinder is. JCap pushing through gate. He's going to fall as well. So E6 with the clear advantage. And General manages to get that snipe off before John was able to finish off that kill. Now he's trying to go for the quick scope on Slack. Can he get the wall bang? He's waiting for him. Nope, Slack knows that he wants to challenge it. But the cleanup comes from top statue.
I don't really know why JCap pushes gate there. Because, I mean, they know somebody's in fire. He pushes towards gate and gets caught anyway. But even if he manages to push through, there's somebody at fire. He's going to get cleaned up as well. Yeah. It just seemed a bit like he was running around like a headless chicken there, JCap, and that's not something I would expect from him. But either way, another round over towards E6. They look good in the search and destroy. They look great in the hard point, and looking good so far in this series. If they could take the second map, they're in the ascendancy here. Look how close Cinder is to streaks.
E6 wins. They're 100% coming out #1 in the pools, which is awesome because, you know, they worked hard from open bracket, and this team is showing their resilience. All right, Cinder looking for his first target. Not gonna be able to find one. He's gonna have bomb in hand.
I think we should move off him because I know he's got the bomb, but he's gonna sit and play passively because he has to for the streaks. I want to see what the rest of the team are trying to do. Try and get picks for him. John bringing out the sniper. Not something we see too much. Abizi is going to trade that away in mid-map, so 3 versus 3.
He's looking to rotate around barrels. Oh, they're going to find out where Diabolic is. He's going to get a stun out. Didn't connect with that, so he's going to hold that nade.
So what I love what Diabolic's doing there, he's causing a little bit of noise around B. That allows then Sender to push in with the bomb. He is going to be fully streaked out pretty much as well. Good stuff from E6. The bait is coming in. He's literally 20 points away from the fighter pilot and gets it. Fantastic work by that. Even if they don't win this round, sensational stuff from Enigma6.
I love what Diabolic did. He just missed his kill on the stairs, but pretty much, oh, there they go. Oh, no, he didn't get it. Oh, can he get him? Yeah, he catches him with the glide bomb. But once that bomb got planted A, he double backed around Main Street because he was like, all right, these guys are going to be focusing this A bomb site 100%, thinking that he's over there as well, that E6 is stacking the remaining 2 players in 10 and preparing for the retake from LG. But he just ran back around Main Street and said, you know what, I'm just going to flank everybody. You guys won't expect this. And he got, what, 2-3 kills in that? So.
And he's the one that starts off that play as well. So he goes around underground, starts throwing some stuff in and around B. He's like, guys, we're going to B, we're going to B. Sander, go and plant the bomb, get your streaks. And it works out perfectly. He's 8-1. Really good stuff from Diabolic. Good mind games from E6, and they find themselves up by 3 rounds here. And they're looking so... Oh, John was very, very close to taking off Sender's head there, and General has to be very, very careful. Oh, no, he doesn't, because he's just stuck a grenade at John's feet, and he goes down.
All right, bomb's about to get planted. JCap's going to get hit with a nade as well. I don't think he died. Did he die? Yeah. Whoever planted the bomb did die. So General watching the cross. Let's see if he can connect with his shot. Oh, Diabolic gets one. Here comes the mortar strike. Cinder is able to catch Octane with that mortar strike as well. 29 seconds left on the clock. Slacked all in a 1v4. He gets 1 kill, turns it into a 1v3. Can't get the next.
Abizi takes him down. Sender is on a 9 streak right now. Playing so well. And we're going into this round with E6 5-1 up, and they're going to fight a pilot available as well. This is...
You just look at the feet on LG's face, and this isn't something that we usually kind of see from these guys. They hold themselves to a higher standard.
I have no idea who's going to win this event, guy. I've got no idea.
I don't either.
I haven't got a clue.
Well, you know, I didn't think, you know, well, of course, you know, my prediction was FaZe Clan. You know, I always, you know, say FaZe Clan just because I like the guys on FaZe Clan. Even if I'm wrong or right, I want to see either them win it or Optic Gaming win it. Those was my 2 picks, but all right. Diabolic. He's going to lose that gunfight against Slack. Now left in a 3v1. It's all up to Cinder. He turns this into a 1v2. Oh, can't finish it off.
Yeah, he was already weak there, so LG will get a round back. I know I try not to move away from this game so far, but I can't think of anyone who's looked flawless, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think. I mean, think of the top teams. What, Red have already dropped very, very low. Outside of the pool play, the open teams, there's nobody else who's actually went flawless in pools at all. LG have looked shaky. TK have looked shaky. Optic have looked shaky.
Envy went flawless, right?
Oh, Envy might have.
Yeah,
Okay.
Envy is the only one that went 4-0, but they almost lost that matchup to Ghost, and you know, that's the one that me and Nameless cast, and I believe that, you know, they should have closed it out, you know, possibly 3-0, but Envy turned up. It was a very close series, very excited matchup, but in this one, General strikes first. He gets first blood on John. Now, JCap looking to push forward. He has bomb in hand, making his cross through gate, so they're clearing out that spot. They don't know how far the members of E6 are back in his spawn. Uh-oh. They're going to get shot from the side. It's going to be Cinder. He gets one. Going to challenge, but the bomb does get picked up. This turns into a 2v1. Octane all by his lonesome.
He's in a world of trouble here. Abizi one side, Cinder the other. But if you're going to have anybody in this situation with an STG...
Kobe! Oh, he hits him. Couldn't get the kill. But he's going to be able to get this bomb, and he turns this into a 1v1. And that's the most important thing to take away from that.
So the thing is there as well, as soon as he puts that damage onto Abizi, he has to back off. Like, he may have wanted to challenge Octane because they're both weak. But great stuff from Octane. That grenade only sticks, and Abizi has to back off, and suddenly it's a 1 versus 1, all to play for here, and this could be Luminosity's route back into the game because he's going to plant this bomb, so what he gets, he'll be at 570. And if he can get the kill, 470, sorry, maths is hard.
Ooh, they're going to run into each other. Octane with his back turned towards Abizi. He finds an STG, and Octane goes down. E6 is going to be up in this matchup 2-0. Whew! Man. E6, that's all I can say is E6, the real deal. They on fire.
Yep, they absolutely are, and they've deserved each and every map.
It doesn't look like they're excited about it, though.
No, it's just standard procedure now.
Yeah, at this point, you know, they've had close matches like this all the time, and they're just getting focused on the next map. You know, they know that this is going to be a marathon regardless at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
What my thing is that just why LG looks so lackluster.
Honestly, I actually can't get my head around it. Because, to be honest with you, when I looked at all the roster changes that happened, all these teams all upgraded, you know, we changed things around, we changed things. LG looked so consistent all year. They haven't made a change. This is their time, and they've just looked absolutely terrible, to be honest with you. So I actually don't know.
And folks, we're about to go to a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we'll see if LG can wake up in this series, or will E6 end it 3-0. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to CWL Seattle. And it has been a crazy day 2 to start. And this is our last match for pools. And this is the craziest pool of all. It's Pool C.
I look at this pool and I do the noise that you do all the time.
Damn. You know, and so it's a lot riding on the line for LG in this one, but most importantly, E6 has just shown that they've been a dominant team, and you know, E6 is in this one to win it, and they've been progressing, and you know, I see them closing this out and going to the champ bracket out at #1.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised at this point now, and Enigma6 looking very, very good, and if they were to take this map, it wouldn't shock me whatsoever. As we get into this one, on board with John down this right-hand side, he's going to get taken down. BZ does answer back with a kill himself, but I mean, yes, John is underperformed, Slacked is underperformed, JCap is underperformed, Octane has been doing what he usually does, to be fair. But yeah, it's just being grossly underwhelming, if anything, from Luminosity. And before the event, I had them as my pick. I really did, but honest to God, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some of these teams need to seriously.
You know the big thing is, I think somebody's gonna go on a historic losers bracket run. That's just
somebody
what's
has
gonna happen.
To be honest with you, because right now there's no top 8 teams. There's nearly no top 8 teams in the winners bracket at this moment in time. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
It really is. It's been a fun day of Call of Duty. If you wasn't a fan and before and you started watching this one, you're definitely a fan now. You've been watching this event. But on board with General, now on board with Slack, and he's looking. You see the pressure coming in. Nobody really able to get full map control just yet. Slack managing to take down one on Cinder, looking for this guy. He knows the pressure's coming off the back end, but General does win that engagement. Now he's looking to go in and get to this flag. Nobody's there to contest him, and since he went into that back spawn, he spawns those players off to the side on Crane, but he got caught with a few shots before his teammate can get in that situation and regroup with him. They're going to leave that flag down in the back and not worry about it. You know, that flag is technically points as well. You know, somebody gets close to those trees, you get back there, you return that flag.
You give it to John. Let's see what John's halfway up the map, though, so if he can get himself up, return the flag, get a capture. I mean, you're looking way into the future at this point as John goes down anyway, but, like, you know, it's always, you might as well leave it up. It's further back, right?
It's points. It's back there. You never know when those extra points will come in handy, but, you know, you always think about the perfect play and how can you make that happen as long as it's not too idiotic. But General, he's going to win this engagement with Slack. Going to get another one with John, looking for his third. Can't get it just yet, but he knows exactly where JCap is, but the spawn's going to come in from the side. They're going to rotate around. He knew that help was coming, so he's going to turn around, win that engagement. He's close to these streaks.
Slack's
he's being hunted down. Oh, he gets hit with the nade. He cuts mid-map. He has help. Oh, he goes down.
General has been taken down, but this is potentially an opportunity to still try and pull this one away. Slack has got some work to do, but the mid-map flip from Octane is good enough, and shots are not good enough. No, Diabolic takes him down. There still could potentially be a flag. JCap gets the return, and Nelly gets a second kill as well, but good stuff from JCap, and let's see what they can do for the rest of this game now. It seems as if it's always been Enigma6 asking the questions throughout the first 3 minutes. They're the one on the pressure. They're the one that's got the finger on the button, so to speak, and they're pushing forward, and we've only really seen Luminosity break the halfway mark, like maybe twice. This is the second time now, and right now it's all Enigma6, and if they can defend here, they'll go on the offensive again.
All right, Octane gonna be pushing through. You see, they got this pressure on top of this E6 spawn. They're gonna get 3 kills. That's 4 kills in their favor. They're gonna pull this flag and force the E6 spawn towards Crane side. Now E6 at this point, you just go for it. You know they're trying to take this flag to the house, but you got to make sure you don't get crossed from mid. It's gonna be up to #4, General.
Flag.
He gets the spot, but nope, he can't get it. So guess what, folks? It's gonna be Luminosity striking first in this one.
I mean, this is only the second time we've even seen them in any sort of position of a lead this series. Luminosity, they went up in the search and destroy, then got smoked, and then, I mean, the hard point, they were behind the whole way. This is the first time, or even only the second time we've seen them in a commanding position, and it's crazy to see. It really is. You know, we expect teams like this to be dominating teams like Enigma6, and that's no disrespect to Enigma6. That's just how good Luminosity are.
Yeah,
I mean, consistent top 3 finishes all year.
They deserve the respect you put on their name, even 100%. In situations where they're down like this one. Still in the back of your head, there's a high percentage that you know that they might come out on top and win this matchup. But John, mid-map, looking to push forward and get back into E6's control room. His first engagement in that is going to be with General, and he wins it. JCap with the help off on the side by Crane side. Now, John wins another one as well. Luminosity starts to push forward. They need one more row of kills if they want to be able to pick this flag up and pull it out. And Octane and John, they kick it off. That's going to be 2. That's going to be 3. That's going to be, oh, never mind. There you go. That's going to be 4. And they're going to take this flag and take it home.
Diabolic is going to get past, though, so the OE does come in. But Luminosity starting to win their mid-map gunfights. That's the thing. And they haven't done that in the first couple of minutes, apart from that one cap that they did get. And let's see, it is going to be up to Enigma6 to try and get in here now. And they're going to be able to cover that off. And that's going to be 2-0 to Luminosity. Good stuff in the final 2 minutes. But the first 3 minutes, they really weren't winning their gunfights. And they started to do that, and they find themselves in the lead. And deservedly so in the end. But Enigma6 maybe a little bit disappointed. All that pressure they had in the first 3 minutes really just amounting to nothing. You know, right now, though, they find themselves up 2-0 in the series, and they'll be happy with that, though.
But at the end, you know, it may be a little too late for Luminosity. We'll find it out soon. E6 looking strong in the beginning of this one at 2-0 over Luminosity. You know, they just been on fire this tournament. You know, we said it time and time again. I'm going to continue to say it because they deserve that type of praise based off the hard work that they've put in. JCap looking for the guys down turret side. You saw Diabolic just trying to tag him up a little bit more. Slack pushes in. He knows that he's going to be weak, but still can't win that gunfight against Diabolic. JCap, now he finally cleans it up. That's going to be 3 down for Enigma6.
And this is the thing now, JCap switches it up a little bit, pulls the STG out. They can slow things down a little bit and just pick the way through the map. They're 2-0 up. That should be another flag unless Diabolic goes crazy. He does actually slow John down, and that actually might be enough to give them an opportunity to defend this flag. It is actually going to be General. It's going to find 2. Good work from him, and it's only realistically slacked in any position to do anything. General picks up everybody. Good stuff from him. 3 kills go down, sorry, so not everybody quite, but this could be an opportunity now. Abizi was quite aggressive on the map after those kills were made, and he's put himself in a good position. If they can get the second wave of kills, they could definitely find themselves in a position to do something here, especially if General can get streaks. But let's see, he's going to get taken down by Octane. That's a crucial kill. He gets a second as well, and suddenly that push from Enigma6 as well and truly shut down.
Now we'll see if Enigma6 can get some flags on the board, or is this all going to be Luminosity? They got plenty of time to do so. Nades over the top. They stun up on Octane. They finally get the second nade in and clean him up. 3v3 situation currently to these players respawn. But John, he finds one. Oh, he gets some help from Slack as well. They're going to take him out. Flags pull. He's trying to dive behind that cover to stay alive, but Slack couldn't get to him in time to save him. If he can get around his corner, he cannot. Diabolic spawns just in time to take him out. Now, Octane, he's waiting for the players to push forward and get aggressive. Trying to be that first line of defense, and he goes down.
Yep, good stuff from BZ. He finally makes that last kill and then allows his team to spawn up. Looking towards the scoreboard, though, BZ not having a great game, and that may be why we see Luminosity in the lead. You know, John has stepped things up in a big way. The SMG battle being won by Luminosity, and Cancel in the scoreline find themselves up 2-0. 3 minutes remaining. There's an opportunity here for them to actually get us flagged back here in Enigma6, but there's nobody else here. Yeah, okay, General's up here with the ER, and he's done really good work, but there's nobody else here. But that may allow that mid-map control to go to Enigma6 again. So 2.5 minutes coming up on the clock, and it's not out of the question for Enigma6 to bring this one back. Alex, get out of the lobby. Sender and Co. trying to bring this back.
Octane held that nade in his hands, couldn't let go of that one. JCap comes through for revenge. He picks up a double kill. So E6 in the control room of Luminosity, but Slack and John is going to end up getting melted and pick those guys up. So John still controlling. He's just trying to stay aggressive, waiting for somebody to cross his path. About to be under 2 minutes left in this one. E6 is not able to get map control and get the kills needed in order to pull these flags away. LG looking dominant in this one.
LG just come up clutch. That's what they've done then. Every single time where E6 have been in a position to possibly get something as the third is being run home, they just seem to have, like, I mean, JCap in that moment picks up 2 at the back, and then that just shuts it down completely. And really good stuff from Luminosity, and they capture the flag, and they've shown their class in this map. But it's just a shame that they find themselves still 2-1 down. I mean, I presume they're going to win this now. It would take a monumental effort from Enigma6 to come back from this position. That, I mean, they're still being pinned in their base, and this has been really good from LG. But right now, it's still questionable whether Luminosity can make anything of this series. We're going to go into the hard point next, and if they play like this, then fair enough. But if they play like anything like they did in the first 2 maps, they're going to get smoked.
Yes, they are. And now Octane, he grabs this flag. Gonna start running this flag towards turret side, but can't get behind that cover in time, and he gets cut down. Diabolic finds another kill as well. So E6 looking good to get out of spawn, but just under a minute left under this clock, folks. Luminosity is sitting at 3-0. E6 has not managed to just formulate a good enough push to even pretty much touch the flag of Luminosity. But you know what? Even if they lose this map, they're sitting at a nice 2-0. They know for a fact that they got another hard point to look forward to and another S&D, which they've just been dominating so far in this tournament.
Well, let's see what they can do. If they can scrub up their CTF, Enigma6, like, the thing is as well, I don't feel like they're doing too much wrong. Defending-wise, they're doing okay. Luminosity are just playing this well, and they are just outclassing them. So, I mean, you know, if they can just brush it up a little bit, maybe take more of their opportunities, which, I mean, have been somewhat limited since the 3rd minute or so, then maybe they can do something. If they got something going straight away, then this is a much closer game, but Luminosity have just been a lot more clinical. You know, every single time they found themselves in a position to pull a flag and get the flag home, they've done it. Every single time. 4-0 now. Luminosity very, very strong in the CTF.
Yep, they're very, very strong, folks. Luminosity comes into game 3 and just dominates it. They get their first map on the board. E6 still leading 2-1, though. Luminosity, regardless of whatever happens, they have a long road ahead of them this weekend to try to get back on form for Championship Sunday.
Yeah, a real long road. Let's be honest, right? So we'll take a step back from it. Groups do matter. Yes, okay.
Yep.
But everybody then still has an opportunity to win the event. You could literally not win a map.
That's true.
In pools, and yet you could still, if you go on a tear on Sunday or late Saturday night into Sunday, you can still win the event.
Yeah.
So, yes, okay. If you want to get your bad performances out the way, do it in groups. Fair enough. Because you know, if you play well in the bracket,
you know, take it from Red Reserve.
Exactly. They are the prime example as to why, you know, teams can look towards this championship bracket. They can look towards the losers bracket and say, all right, our event isn't over. We can still go through. If you get the wins rolling on Saturday night, Sunday morning, things can go in your favor. As said, Red Reserve, the prime example of that one.
Yeah, it really are. We've watched Red Reserve go on some amazing loser bracket
I mean, what was it, 9 wins in a row or something?
Oof. That was a marathon in which they went through. All right, look at this map cycle. Coming up next is London Docks Hardpoint, then Valkyrie Search and Destroy. We've seen Luminosity clutch up on that one a few different times this weekend. But the London Docks Hardpoint, I've seen E6 make some crazy comebacks and dominate some teams on this map so far.
And this is one of those maps again. I mean, SMG oriented. I mean, okay, Gibraltar isn't an SMG map, but we've seen the SMGs of Enigma6 playing well. So I mean, if they can do that again on London Docks, then it's going to be a close game because John is starting to turn up in that CTF as well. So I'm interested to see which way this one goes. It's difficult now. That I was thinking after those first 2 maps that this was just straight 3-0 for Enigma6. Luminosity look dead. They look really like sort of slumped. There's no motivation behind that. Realistically, though, they have started to turn up in the CTF. It could change the tide.
All right, and so let's look at the pool so you guys can see why we're just like...
I mean, wow, look, Luminosity win this.
Why is this matchup so crazy? This is the look at the pool currently standing.
If Luminosity win this, then obviously everyone goes 2-2-2, but I ain't even going to try and speculate how things go here.
No quick maps.
No, there's nothing quick about it. I really feel sorry for the League Ops guys to try and figure this one out because
I did too. Like their hair, they were pulling out their hair on this one.
Yeah, I haven't got a clue.
But I know we got another crazy situation forming in another pool as well. This is the only scary one. That just shows how great this event has been. It's a lot of action to come up, folks. You know, the real event is just getting underway, and it's starting with this matchup. Yeah, I'm ready for it.
I'm super excited for when we actually get in the bracket play, because honestly, would it actually even surprise me if a lot of these open teams go into bracket play and get double first rounded? No, it would not, because that's just
I don't think. I just don't agree. I don't agree with it.
I don't think they will, but it still wouldn't surprise me. That's the thing, because there's so many high caliber teams in this event that if they start flicking a switch and playing how they should, a lot of these teams should be getting smoked, really. I mean, that's just on paper anyway, but, you know, Call of Duty doesn't adhere to paper rules, to be honest with you.
All right, folks. It's map number 4, Hardpoint London Docks. E6 versus Luminosity. We're kicking this one off with Cinder.
Let's see what he can do. And realistically, he has to go up against Octane, so that's a hard one for him, but sorry, General's the one going up against Octane, but they got to use the ARs. JCap busting out the STG for the start of this one. John doing a bit more work now. John's one of those players who we always call consistently good. You know, if he plays well, he's always consistent, but I think he's been inconsistent a little bit this year. I think in the past 2 months, you've sort of seen him go up and down. And, he either has a great game or a rubbish game. And he started 1 and 2, but he had a very, very good CTF. If he can continue that form, LG should bring this series back.
But just a few weeks ago in Birmingham, John wasn't missing a single shot.
Yeah.
You know, he wasn't missing a single shot whatsoever. And, you know, that's the event that LG came out to win. He's definitely the X factor on this team.
100%. 100%. Because the thing is, Octane's always going to have a good game. You know, I mean, I'm sure he's had bad maps, and somebody will DM me, oh, this is the last time Octane played badly. But realistically, you can't remember many of them. He's always performing well.
You know, coming from a guy who's been around multiple different esports, I will tell you that Octane has the look of a champion, and I know this very, very well. And he plays like one at all times. John, he falls. So Diabolic is able to pick up that kill. You see the spawns for Enigma6. They're gonna have those, and they're gonna got a lot of points to get from that as well. LG pushing through mid-map. They're going to connect with that kill on gate. John gets another one as well, but the spawns come in favor of Enigma6. But they're just getting slayed out. LG keeping the pressure on these guys, just trying to force them out, and they do manage to force a spawn, and they take it with 17 seconds left on this one. But E6, they get some favorable spawns for the dock side. They just got to, you know, set up and just put themselves in some good spots to win these gunfights.
And that was a pretty crazy main streak because Luminosity got a hold of it first time round off statue with a nice setup. They got cleanly broken by Enigma6. Enigma6 then have time to set up themselves and get cleanly broken by Luminosity. So neither team's really able to hold anything here. And you can tell that in the scoreline. Pretty close between them at this moment in time. Luminosity, they'll find themselves in the lead, but a nice clean hold by Enigma6 on Warehouse. Well set up. General and Diabolic doing work towards the streaks though. Abizi is working on some of his own and see what he can do with that. Streaks very influential on this map.
Very, very influential on this map. A lot of open areas for you to use those streaks and make things happen in your favor. Diabolic gonna lose this gunfight, and this hill pretty much has been split so far. This is an even matchup. This can go either way, folks. And now Diabolic dropping behind back train, trying to see if he can help his teammates get this spawn back barrels. Number 2, that's him. He's going to get pushed out. He managed to get a double kill, but John pushes back there and cleans up that kill. Slack is still in barrels. E6 needs to just take that advantage after Diabolic got that double and clear these guys out. John being a nuisance, staying alive. He may even find another kill. He gets the melee, but can't pull the trigger and get that bullet out.
I mean, if he stays alive there, I have no idea how. He does so well. And honestly, one of the biggest traits that I think sort of goes under the radar of players is how well they stay alive. I mean, okay, your shot can be great, and I mean, to be honest, everybody who's at this level, their shot's great anyway.
Also knowing when to stay alive without being told. You know, I feel like that's the big difference between top teams and other teams is players knowing what the perfect move is without being told when to do the perfect move. Then at that time, you're increasing the reaction time of your team. You guys are playing faster.
It's awareness, isn't it?
Exactly, and your opponents are feeling like your opponents are feeling that pressure when your whole team is in sync like that.
Yeah, and map awareness has been one of those big things. It's like gun skill only takes you so far. Like everybody has at this level, as said, has good gun skill. Some maybe slightly more than others, but it's only ever very slight. It's only about necessarily reacting a little bit better or seeing something first. But when it comes down to it, these teams are so good because of their teamwork. And sometimes, yes, okay, if somebody lets you down on a statistical level, so what? Yeah, John has a bad game 1, and they suddenly lose it, or you know, it can sometimes be like that. But I think a couple of tweets come out from players as we do rotate it towards Crane where they say gun skill, it really does only bring you so far. All these good teams, teamwork is what it comes down to.
It really does at the end of the day.
It all ties in together.
It really does. E6 is pulling away with this one just slightly. They got a 30-point lead. Not too much. You know, still nothing that LG cannot overcome. But Luminosity is in this hill, racking up a good amount of points. You see on top Main Street is going to be E6. They're hopping down. General gets a double. Here comes the pinch from Diabolic. He's able to pick up a kill as well.
John with 3.
But yeah, John's still in that power position, rocking with that bar on this Crane hill. He's going to finally fall on this one. Just 3 points left in it, and this hill is going to rotate back towards statue.
Oh!
But E6, they still have the spawns in which they won't, but in which they want, but they just have to get these kills. But now a split spawn comes out for them.
Well, Octane's enjoying the bar right now. Picks up another kill. That's a 3 streak there. But after the first rotation, it's a very close game. You know, Luminosity definitely still in this one. They find themselves about 10 behind, but absolutely nothing to them. And they do get control of Statue and have locked this down. JCap dangerous with that bar up top. And Slack should be able to clean this up. Abizi was already weak and he isn't going to get taken down. So Slack could have forced the issue a little bit further there, but still Luminosity in a good position to hold this one. And at the same time, though, Enigma6 with 20 seconds to go, they've got the side of the spawns that you would want. They're actually starting to slay out as well. They maybe could have done something there. The push is actually going to be okay for them. They still spawn back useless, so good stuff from them. They disrupt Luminosity's dominance at Statue and have the spawns that they want moving towards Main Street.
Now, just 4 points left on this hill before the rotation, and as you said, Ton, they got the spawns that they want for Main Street, and they know exactly where all the members of Luminosity is. General getting that cross from Gate, he manages to pick up 2. The rest of his teammates are going to be close to him, holding off. They're going to regroup with him. Slack edging his way towards that hill. He gets a double. John assist. They're going to take out another one as well. Cinder holding off to the rest of his teammates can regroup. This is one of those situations we talked about, Ton, where you got to play your life. You got to figure out, hey, how do I stay alive in the situation until reinforcements can come and, you know, focus the LG attention in 2 different directions.
Oh, General Nelly did very well there, and it's only Sender left to potentially do anything, and really good stuff from Luminosity. You know, Enigma6 were just knocking on the front door, weren't they? They were trying to kick it down, and Slack is starting to heat up now. 5 kill streak for him, and Luminosity just held so well. Let's see, though, John, 28 and 17 from him. JCap, yeah, very tight game. And looking at the slaying side of things, though, Luminosity are outslaying them quite, well, not quite heavily, but maybe by 10 or so, and still find themselves in a close game. So Enigma6 doing well on the rotations in that aspect.
They really are. Diabolic pushing up a little bit. He's going to give away his position, trying to run away. And there's ABZ picking up a double kill. General finds one as well. All right. You see E6, they got a good setup on his hill. Still a lot of time left in it. Luminosity is going to have to react quick. They don't want this lead to spiral out of control too much. And General is going to be over here on the water stairs. He gets one.
Very well.
He's able to help with the second one, but he didn't get the kill, actually. He died to John. Cinders, he has
Pinch
help.
coming in.
Yeah, he has help from Diabolic, but they're going to fall on this one, and Luminosity takes control over this hill.
Yeah, really nicely done. In the end, Octane doesn't help with the kills, but his pressure coming in, they know somebody's coming around behind them, as well as the whole of Luminosity are waiting to try and pinch in, and they do that very effectively. 10 seconds to go on this one, and it's nearly going to be a tight game as we move up. The barrel's very, very close between these two now. Let's see if anybody can start to pull away. And this is the time of the game where you want to start doing that. Yes, okay, things are close, but you pull away at this time of the game, then the other team have got to start fighting for every single point. That's the thing. We get down to the nitty-gritty, and it becomes every point becomes more important the later you go into the game.
It really does. And you know what? We just had another lead change in this one, and it just shows how close this is between both these teams. And so Luminosity starts to flood into barrels from the front. General's back. He needs to try to stay alive, but the rest of his team all spawned out regardless. So they're going to be having to take this route through Main Street. The first person comes through with Beezy. He gets melted. And now E6, they're trying to win these fights over by Statue, but JCap had a great flank for them, and he's trying to stay alive, but he cannot. The rest of this time should go in favor of Luminosity. This next hill rotation is going to be by Crane, where E6 is starting to get set up. Yeah,
they're getting set up now, but as I said, you know, Luminosity get themselves in a decent situation now, so 30 points ahead with only 60 points left needed, and now Enigma6 have to start really fighting for every single point. Those early rotations really can't go in their favor, so what is really, oh my god, General's just destroyed Octane. Great stuff from him, and that could be an important kill, but LG getting the back spawn, and Enigma6 need to hold it down here, and they've done very, very well. They're still spawning at the back here, though. Luminosity, this could be their chance to try and push on and win this game.
And they should be good unless Diabolic can hold them off. Maybe pick up a double kill in this situation.
Staying alive.
He brought maybe brought enough time. General gets one, but no, they're going to get slayed out. Luminosity should be able to lock down most of this time, but the quick respawns coming in by Enigma6, they're pushing through fire. They're able to get that kill. Trying to spread it out a little bit. They find themselves in another engagement. John fights two, and you just can't let that happen. Abizi manages to make sure he can't get 3 in that situation. But here comes the rest of the squad. There's only 10 points left in the tail, though.
And this is what I mean. I mean, Statue isn't something that you necessarily need to heavily set up for, but they have to push to Crane for every single point because Luminosity at 30 points in the lead with only 50 points left for them to get to win the game. Enigma6 have to push all the way. So it works out okay because Statue, as said, you don't necessarily need to really set it up for him. They're not actually able to at all, and they're going to get pushed out. JCap's going to take down Abizi. Diabolic is going to go down after taking down Octane himself, and Luminosity find themselves in control, and every second that ticks by just works in their favor. Enigma6 still around 30 points behind, but that deficit has remained for the past couple of minutes.
Beautiful kills. That's going to be a wipe in favor of E6, managing to clear out the players of Luminosity. They're going to be spawning back Main Street. E6 trying to get a setup on a statue, trying to break this 200 mark. That's another double kill for E6. Looking for another one, but Luminosity effortlessly pushing through John in this situation, clearing out the members of E6. And now, E6 pushing through Cole, trying to go right down Main Street. And you see the streaks coming in for John. He gets the glide bomb now. He wants to play his life, but he's going to choose to use his glide bomb right on top of the hill. Got two players lined up, indecisive on where he wanted to go. And he cannot get anybody with that glide bomb, but he still can work for his other two streaks.
Yeah, the good thing is his team are nicely set up there. General's the only one to get a kill back. John gets another. That should be game, really. 45 kills from him. He's got potential to break the 50 bomb here if the rest of his team can't manage to stick out this point now. If Enigma6 can break through, he may be on course for it. JCap finds 2. Diabolic does answer back. Only 12 points left to go, and John's going to start cleaning up here. The crane's in the way there, John. You can't shoot through metal, unfortunately, but 46 kills from him on a 7 streak. What a way to end the map, make that 8. Fantastic work from John. 47 on London Docks to help Luminosity force a game 5.
Woo, woo, woo. You know what? I wouldn't expect it any other way, especially in this pool, for us not to get a game 5. The way that it's tied up, and the way that this whole pool has just broken down. Everybody's beating everybody in this one.
Yeah, it's been crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's sort of it's all been an accumulation of what's happened all year. You know, everyone's sort of like, there's nobody consistently putting up these event wins apart from obviously TK win the first 2, but outside of that, it's been completely different across the board. And it's just, as I said, been an accumulation of the whole year so far, this event itself, because everyone's beating everyone. That's the thing, you know, there's nobody consistently that we think, oh, they're definitely going to win this game. Oh, they're definitely going to win this game. They're definitely going to lose this game, because everything is just blown out the water right now, and forget everything you know, basically.
Man, I would hate to be like an analyst like you guys trying to like make all these predictions, especially the way this turned out. Like I said, you take it and you just throw it out the window, whatever you thought. But folks, it's tied up 2-2. Luminosity versus E6. Right after this commercial break, we're going to be bringing you guys an epic Game 5 to close out pool play. and gentlemen, welcome back to CWL Seattle. And we're going to a Game 5 E6 versus LG. E6 the team coming out of open bracket, just causing a ruckus in Pool C. LG was sitting at 1 and 2 with losses to Mind Freak and Complexity. The only match they won so far was against E United in a Game 5.
I mean, you'd argue that was the easiest game, the harder game in the pool. They win.
Yeah.
And then they lose to Complexity. And
yeah, exactly. Well, but you know, the crazy thing is that Complexity was looking so damn good yesterday.
Man, they look nasty.
So nasty, and they might not even make it towards the winner's side. And you think about it, and it comes down to they almost were 3-0, and they had a 5-3 lead Game 5 against E United, and E United clutched it up.
Stupid.
So I know they're gonna be looking back on that one, but after that match, they were probably just thinking like, we're good. We're golden. We're solid. We're going to move through on this one.
We're cruising, boys. Speaking of people who thought they might have been cruising, Enigma6 were 2-0 up against Luminosity. Now they find themselves in a game number 5. This could be the reverse sweep for the boys in LG. And it could be something that they really need. You know, I think realistically, okay, it's not really going to change their position in the pool, I think. But it could be good for their confidence because it can't be very high right now. A reverse sweep against Enigma6. You know, on the outside, you might look at it and think, oh, well, yeah, okay, well, we should be beating them anyway. But at the same time, it's still going to help you. Imagine if they lose this 3-0. It's a different feeling to win it 3-2 in the reverse sweep. It
really is. And you see this E6 with the man advantage. JCab left in a 1v2. He's going to find him a PPSH to go along with that STG he has. 15 seconds left on the clock. He's going to pick up the bomb. Going to double back in. He may try to plant. Actually, yeah, never mind. He's going to go for the kill. He doesn't have enough time anymore. He just, at this point, yeah. You can try to find a kill just for pride reasons, and boom, he goes down. E6 takes round number 1.
Good stuff from them, and it was a bit of a crazy round, to be honest with you. I mean, not really any control established by anybody in and around A, where we tend to see everything go, but good slaying out by E6, so let's see if they can continue to do that. They're 5 rounds away from
Luminosity has the journey ahead of themselves. After this match, they got a long journey ahead of themselves.
I think I seen Hitch tweet out that, I mean, pending obviously results to get in this position, but LG have got to play Splice for top 16, and then the winner of that has to play Optic for top 12. I mean, what the hell? That's like a winner's bracket final sort of. Yeah, I mean, that is just crazy. John picks up 2. Luminosity looking for a round back here after BZ and Co took the first one in, and they do it in quick fashion. You love to see those quick rounds from LG. Quick, clean rounds. They only lose 1 player as well. Good stuff from the boys in blue.
You know, E6, man, you know, they have been just very, very talented today. LG, and, you know, we asked ourselves early on, we said, what has just been the reason for them to be getting cooked the way that they have? And well, you know, and I don't know if to say cooked, you know, you just expect LG to win a lot of these games in 3-0 fashions against some of the teams that they play. And they had a lot of Game 5s, and I don't know if all their matches went to Game 5s, but I know majority of them were Game 5s, and they just couldn't pull them out. So just did not work out in their favor. Slack pushes in. He's gonna fall to Diabolic. Abizi, he gets 1, he gets 2. Now last man standing, is going to be Octane.
And he's going to go down. Abizi is 5-1. That's just really good play from him.
And I hope I'm saying Abizi's name right. I hope it's not like A-Beezy. I'm not trying to have like a bunch
I think
of
it's Abizi.
Okay.
I think it is.
You know, I butcher everybody's names.
Dude,
I'm with that. I'll let you guys
I can't
know.
even see Easy G Blue. And GJ Orange just turns into like a mess in my mouth. I don't know. I just can't say it.
Don't worry. I know exactly how you feel.
Yeah. Who's the other team? I think it was EZG Blue with the names of their teams. Their members, sorry. And I honestly, half of them, I absolutely butchered them. There's no way I didn't. There's no way I didn't.
It's just so many unique gamer tags all across the board, and all these players pronounce them differently. You know, and other esports got some crazier ones. So I should be blessed with the gamer tags that I have to cast in COD. But Abizi is going to be holding this one off. Still a 4v4 situation. Now General going to be back on board with Abizi. And he's going to be wrapping back around. He knows where his teammates are firing. He's trying to run in
Flies
and
in.
get this kill. Yeah, he stays alive, and he gets some help last minute.
Oh, wow.
And that's Diabolic with the cleanup, little bait and switch type of action. Worked out for the both of them, working in unison. Now a 3v2 sealed man advantage in favor of E6. We'll see what JCap and Octane can do. But E6 is rotating this bomb together and looking like they want to favor the B bomb site. They're going to have to deal with Octane, though, if they want to make this plant.
I mean, they had control of A. I don't know why they didn't just plant it, because now they're going to go towards one of the best ARs in the game in a power position with an STG, and that's
Leave
really
the
not...
bird nest alone.
Yeah, where you don't really want to find yourself. He's got no right to win that gunfight in what looked like a certain round for E6 as they forced their way into A. I mean, maybe they're just trying to outsmart themselves there, to be honest with you. I think, you know, they say this, oh, well, okay, let's just rotate around the B. They'll think we're at A, and it's like, well, JCap checks A. And it's like, well, they're not here, so where are they going? And they just narrow it down and take them out fairly easily. I mean, I don't know. That was a sloppy round for me. They started it well. I love what they did to actually get control of it, and which was just press the screw button and throw 3 bodies in there, and it's like, well, Slack can't kill us all. He gets one of them, but then they take down 2. So it was good stuff from them in that moment, but I think the decision-making in round number 4 was questionable.
It really was. A little slightly questionable. All right. 4v4 situation. As I say, it turns into a 3v3 just like that. Octane was working kind of by his lonesome over there on that side of the map. Now, this bomb is going to be in the hand of Slack's hands. He's going to rotate it towards the A-bomb site. JCap finds himself an engagement. He backs it down. Ooh, now John, he's hunting, and he gets his prey. Takes down Cinder. Here comes number 6. It's Diabolic. He's looking for blood. He's on the flank. He gets one. Couldn't get the next. Now, a 2v1. Luminosity finally has the man advantage in this one. But will General clutch up? And he's been playing a fire all tournament, but he cannot in that engagement.
Yeah, JCap always going to win that with the SMG in his hands and takes down General. No, he didn't have an SMG, he had an STG actually, so just good reactions by JCap. Hits the first shot there crucially and takes him down. So Luminosity in the lead, back and forth between these two. Nobody really able to distinguish any sort of control over the game, but Luminosity now find themselves in the hot seat. So can they continue this on? Look at the, actually look at the kills as well. Oh, okay. I'm trying to work out who's got more. 6, 8, 10.
It looks pretty even for the most part on my side.
It's tied. It's tied, and Luminosity have the round over.
Quick maths, everybody. Ton.
Look at that.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
A B on board with General. So bomb in the hand of E6, in the hand of Diabolic, to be more specific. E6 trying to check out the sight lines by B. It is a player that's watching it. He is going to start shooting, so that's Octane. He gives up his position. He's going to start to move out. He actually rotates wide, but he loses that gunfight to General. I believe that was a smoke out to smoke out that door in that window. They should be able to get this bomb down now, unless they're just trying to bait out a few nades.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were doing, but LG haven't found themselves in a good position.
I don't think I was just about to say, I don't think they're in a good position to nade at all. Yeah, just get the bomb down right away.
Bomb's down, and now it's going to be hard to retake the good bait and switch there from Enigma6, and now it's going to be a very hard round for them to win. Saying that, John has come around on the flank of John. You see, the thing is, if John stays alive here, it just creates so much doubt in the minds of Enigma6 as Slack pushes from the other side. Now a 2 versus 2. They haven't got a clue where John is. He's running havoc now. They do. He's shot, and he is going to be able to secure the kill. General takes down Slack, and John now left in a sticky situation. Finds 1 versus 1 against Abizi. Abizi wins it, and I think if John hits those shots onto Abizi a little bit better, they win that round. Good stuff from Enigma6, who now find themselves 3-3 with Luminosity.
Whew. This has been a good one. This has been good. You know, just good
it's
overall
well.
entertainment. Even the pool play matches from yesterday, and we saw Envious, we saw Echo Fox all come out and just do their thing. We saw Complexity as well. Just, you know, coming out with performances that everybody didn't expect them to do as well as they did. And then you have 4 savage open bracket teams.
Yeah, man. I mean, the thing is for me, when I look at Saturdays, it's sometimes my least favorite day of the event because you got the open bracket teams coming in against these really good pool player teams, and sometimes they really do get smoked.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It can happen.
More often than not.
Yeah, and it can be one of those things, another 3-0, another 3-0, but today has been the complete opposite. It has been crazy.
The open bracket team's been frying everybody.
Yeah, I know, and it just makes for great viewing. I hope everyone's enjoyed it today here on Bravo and Alpha, and let's see. Can Enigma6 complete this here? I have no idea what happened in that round. Yes, okay, well, clearly they won it. Enigma6 now 4-3 up.
Yeah, you had a lot of kills come out for these guys. You see Diabolic, I believe he got a double in this round. Quickly turns and snaps on Octane. So E6 goes up 4-3. You know, Luminosity, since Mind Freak is sitting at 2-2.
So is everybody else in this pool.
Yeah, so is everybody else. Luminosity, they lose this match, they will get the last spot. The last spot. They'll be back as far as you can get in the bracket. And I don't think this team has ever came out of any spot besides the top 2.
I think it's Optic as well, haven't they? The Optic have never come out in the winner, never not come out in the winners bracket.
Yeah.
I mean, they just usually got a double first round, and after that, in the winners bracket.
But yeah, at least they made it to the winners bracket. It's been a while since
losers.
Yeah, you know what? That's the one thing I'm excited for next. I just want to see the bracket. I just want to see the official brackets,
because I haven't got a clue.
The official rulings, and it's just gonna look weird because you're gonna be missing Splice, LG, and maybe Optic.
I mean,
and and maybe LG. So
I mean, Red will find themselves in losers. EG, I don't know where they end up. Where the Mind Freak end up.
It's a savage bracket.
I've got absolutely no idea.
Imagine you're like an open bracket team. You're feeling yourself, right? Even though you're in the losers bracket, you're like, yo, this is gonna be a great event.
It could be 2 open bracket teams in winners bracket round 1 against each other.
That's very, very true. Yeah. You know, but you know, just if you didn't come into the pools and you was working your way through the losers bracket, through open bracket, and you were like, yeah, we're about to finally get top 16, and you have like Optic Gaming and Luminosity standing in front of you.
It's crazy.
What?
There is
the one event you just
there is many sharks in that losers bracket team. And it's just a case of waiting on one of them catching fire. It really could be the case. It's going to be up to one team to take the bull by the horns and say, right, come on, let's sort something out. And if they can, it changes the game completely, because there could be teams. Winners bracket, on paper, could look easier than losers bracket. That's the thing.
That's true. That's true, especially predicting those matchups. But so far, pretty much everybody has been wrong on what they thought was going to happen coming into this tournament. Even what they thought after day 1 of this tournament, we were wrong again.
Enigma6 are 1 round away now. We've been waffling on a little bit, but at this point, I mean, I think it's pretty much decided where everything is in this pool, but it's just so crazy.
That's kind of how I feel as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so crazy at how it's went down. I don't think we've seen a day as crazy as this in Call of Duty World War II just yet. Abizi finds himself with streaks, and he finds himself locking onto Slack, who only has John for company on LG, and John is left in a 1 versus 3 to try and keep LG in it, and Enigma6. 3-2 over LG.
Look at Abizi. That's the excitement that you want to see out of them. And with that one,
they top the group.
E6 is topping that pool with E-United, Complexity, and Luminosity fighting through the open bracket to make it to this point, to make a historic run for that organization. Let's see what they can do.
I mean, they'll look as confused as we are, to be honest with you. I mean, what the hell? What a crazy...